Now that I've finally come to terms with the fact that I'm never getting my hands on a PS5 because Sony hates me and they hate you too, I decided to make a quick video with my top 10 favorite exclusive PS4 games, so I could reminisce on times when I was happy and had a modern Sony console. A couple quick ground rules. Rule number 1, this is my list, not yours. I know Uncharted 4 isn't on this list. I never played it, alright? So get off my back. Rule number 2, some of these games, technically speaking, were also on PC, so I know they're not exclusives, but they weren't on Xbox, and that's what counts because I'm all about console elitism. Drum roll, please. Number 10! The original Ni no Kuni is one of the single greatest games ever created. The second is an above average JRPG with some fun town bully elements. Play it if you like being king, cute visuals, Studio Ghibli, or the idea of a child ruling because adults are incompetent. Number 9! Detroit Become Human! David Cage, this game's creator, is the kind of person who would casually name drop philosophers or psychologists to make himself sound smarter than you as a method of overcompensation. That said, this game is engaging from start to finish, it's beautiful, and has a ton of replayability for the branching story paths. Play it if you like robots, branching story paths, Siri, or walking forward slowly. Number 8, Street Fighter V. Technically, this one's not an exclusive, but Capcom's latest entry in the legendary Street Fighter franchise is not on Xbox, so we'll count it. The single player content in this game isn't necessarily bad, because it would have to exist for it to be bad. Non-existent single player content aside, man, this game feels good to play. It's a shame it got all bogged down in their weird games as service attempt, but this really is the best fighting game of this generation. Play this game if you like being angry at strangers online, punching things, realizing how bad you are at most video games, or bad netcode. Seriously, Capcom, fix your dang netcode. Number 7, The Last of Us Part 2. Cosmonaut Marcus of the Cosmonaut Variety Hour, maybe the best YouTube channel, who knows, summed this game up well when he said, "The Last of Us Part 2 isn't bad, you're just dumb." This game is seriously so good. Is the plot convoluted? Heck freaking yeah it is. Abby is a great character, you just don't like her because her arms are bigger than yours. Play this game if you like big muscles, killing dogs, zombies, or morally ambiguous choices meant to make you feel bad. Number 6, Yakuza 0. You're a member of the Yakuza, the Japanese mob who fixes all of his problems by scowling at them, but actually has a heart of gold. This game is the funniest game I have probably ever played, maybe who knows. Very rarely do I actually laugh out loud in a video game, but this one did that a ton for me. It's a phenomenal open world, it's super small, but it's densely packed with stuff to do. Play this game if you like neon, men in suits, the 80s, or the idea of beating someone over the head with a stranger's bicycle. Number 5, Horizon Zero Dawn. I imagine the pitch meeting for this game as a scene from a stoner film. It's set in the future, but they're like in the past, and there are dinosaurs, but they're robots. But dang it if this game isn't so much fun to play. Aloy, a bad pun on the word alloy, is the best new video game character this generation. Play this game if you like strong female protagonists, beautiful grass physics, dinos, and the feeling of being cold while looking at someone who is drastically unprepared for the winter. Number 4, Marvel's Spider-Man. This game makes you feel like Spider-Man. Play this game if you like feeling like Spider-Man. Number 3, God of War, otherwise known as Dad of War. The evolution of Kratos from angry murderer to angry murderer with a son is a thing of beauty and well worth experiencing for yourself. The combat is great, the soundtrack is great, the story is great, everything is great. Seriously, it's so great. Play this game if you like beards, or dads with beards. Number 2, Persona 5 Royal. This game is half dungeon crawler, half Japanese life simulator. Usually when a game tries to be equal parts of two different games, they do them both poorly. Persona 5 somehow does neither poorly, except that one dungeon. And if you've played this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Seriously, that dungeon can go screw. The story in this one keeps you on the edge of your seat for 100-ish hours, guessing what's going to happen next. Play this one if you like high school, being Japanese, cats, or pressing the X button so much over the course of 100 hours that your hand is genuinely sore. No, seriously, I did this so many times, I had genuine hand pain and had to start pressing the X button with my index finger because my thumb hurt too much. I have a problem. Number 1! Ghost of Tsushima! Some of you will be mad that this is number 1. Well, you know what? This isn't your list, now is it? This game is perfect for me. Slick combat? Check. Intriguing story? Check. Hauntingly beautiful soundtrack? Check. Japanese as frick? Check. Plus, you can pet the dang foxes. Play this game if you like being a samurai, experiencing maybe the greatest game of this generation, inventing the haiku, or playing a game with a meaningful story that has a solid beginning, middle, and end with phenomenal pacing and perfectly balanced combat in between story beats that keep you interested for 40 plus hours. Seriously, this game is so good, just play it, oh my gosh. Thanks for watching.